Can you imagine a young Deepti Naval running away from home? You know, that rebellious mode, that did happen. So, ma'am, you know, what went in your, you know, what was going on in that young girl's mind? And that too, you know, not running away as in ek station, do station. You thought of going all the way to Kashmir.
I was 13 actually. So, दिमाग तो थोड़ा खुराफाती होता है. You don't have, you can't keep track of where your thoughts go. I'd seen so many movies in those years, and every film had songs which were all picturized in Kashmir. Dal Lake, this, and Chinar leaves, and the snow peaks of Pahalgam, Gulmarg, snow. I mean, endlessly, we were watching this beautiful place, and it was like all dreamlike, and all the songs added to the beauty of the place. And we were living in Amritsar, in the walled city, and I used to keep dreaming about going to the mountains, and I just decided one day, I think teenage ऐसा ही होता है, कोई ना कोई problem तो आनी ही होती. I just decided that I'll just take off, leave home, and I'll go and live in Kashmir. So I left. I took a train to Pathankot, and then I was going to take a bus to Jammu, and then there'd be another bus to Srinagar. Itna to mujhe malum tha. But in Pathankot station only I got caught by the police. And they brought me back. They, of course, they informed my parents at home कि एक young student ये uniform में यहाँ रात को घूम रही है. She's landed in the train and she's looking for a train to Srinagar. So obviously a complaint had been lodged from Amritsar, where my parents, and they must have been devastated. I just am so embarrassed talking about this chapter that I almost did not write it. But then Gulzar Sahab said, बच्चू अगर आपने वो chapter नहीं लिखा ना तो फिर आपकी बचपन तो incomplete रह जाएगा. So finally I decided to write. I mean, I said, चलो अब बाकी सब बोल दिया है तो ये भी सच बोल ही देते हैं. अभी इसको छुपा के क्या, you know, ठीक है, embarrassment तो है ही. But I decided to put it down, and now at least I you know, I feel freer because I've said it. कह दिया ना, जिसको इतना छुपा के रखा हुआ तो एक बार बोल दिया तो चलो, it's done. Yeah. I'm free now. Yeah.
But ma'am, in that particular incident, there was also a very scary part. You know, when I read it, I had goosebumps.
Yeah.
For those of you who have kids.
Yeah, one little part which,
Yeah, that one little part.
Yeah.
Do you believe now, you know, for a girl who's a teenage girl, the times have changed drastically?
Completely.
Maybe you just took the decision.
Yes.
Now, maybe it's not that safe?
I mean, not that I even thought at that time whether it was safe or not safe. I had just, you know, I mean, it was my age. I just walked out of the house and took a train to go to the mountains. But like, those times were definitely different. India was not the same. It's not the same country where, you know, a girl can sit in the train by herself, land on a platform completely deserted. 4 log utre Pathankot station pe, and then I'm looking around. Obviously, in today's time, things are so different. It would be devastating for anybody to do so stupid a thing like that, because there's so much more crime. It's just not safe for women. I've taken a lot of chances in my life. I also trekked and did all those other things, but later, as a grown-up person. But at that time, I came back unscathed because I think the times were more innocent. People became more protective about you. If they saw you, अरे एक young लड़की वो स्कूल का यूनिफॉर्म कहाँ से आई हो, कहाँ जा रही हो, अच्छा लेडीज वेटिंग रूम में बिठा दो, पुलिस लगा दो, बाहर पैरा दे दो, ये कुछ kara ke, you know.
That the
they-
lady, you know, that
yeah.
lady. So in
I
the-
mean,
she actually took care of you. She
took
made sure,
care.
and she told you not to open the door.
Yes.
For anyone but her.
Yes, there was a kind of a warden, kind of a caretaker of the ladies' waiting room, second class, and I was put there. And but आज जैसे आज you know how girls and women are facing this whole today's time. You know, it's I would say I would, I mean, now even when young girls, they get inspired when I talk about my treks and walking with the camera in a landscape where I don't see anybody, but I'm walking and I'm confident and, you know, I don't think about safety and all that. But today I would say you can't do that. Don't do that. First be safe, and times are different. There's a lot more crime against women. And you just can't afford to take chances like that. You cannot afford to be adventurous like that. Let's put it right.
Ma'am, you're saying you can't be adventurous. You
Like
know,
that, yeah.
Yeah, like
You
that.
can, yeah.
Something that your mother said to you was, you know, eve teasing is something which unfortunately a lot of girls, I can see a lot of girls, you know, at some point in our lives, in some way or the other, we all
Every female has,
Yes.
I think, has experienced.
experienced it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have, you know, in a very vivid manner written about the bus rides you used to
Yeah,
have. In
yeah.
fact, you know,
How you would get, yeah.
but it's very uncomfortable.
Bored,
In fact,
yeah.
at that time, you and your couple of friends, you know, so there used to be a boy who used to follow a girl, one of her friends.
Yeah.
So they
She was
decided
on-
कि अब इसको मजा चखाएंगे. So they told the girl, you bring him, you know, lure him to a field, sort of field.
Yeah, just behind
Yeah,
the school.
just behind
Just
the
the
school.
wall of the school. पीछे खेत है.
पीछे
So
खेत है.
just lure him to that. So we were like these 11 girls hiding in the खेत खेत में. I mean, it sounds funny, but that time we were devastated. Of course, when she brought him behind on a cycle, he followed her. And once they got to that corner, we all jumped from this गन्ने का खेत था या क्या था, and then we beat him.
Yeah, so they were all 11
this
girls
was
ready
our-
with chappal, juta, and they said the moment he'll be alone and you know he won't be able to see us, जैसे ही वो अकेला पड़ा, all of them pounced on him, thrashed him so badly till the time
वो
he
कह रही
was,
दीदी sorry दीदी.
that's what he said, you know, in the end.
I mean, that was our way of getting back. Somehow we were very frustrated. कोई ना कोई लड़की स्कूल में रोते हुए आती थी, आज उसने हाथ मार दिया, आज किसी ने छेड़ दिया, कुछ गंदी बात बोल के निकल गया कोई स्कूटर पे. You know, I mean, all this touching and these very lewd remarks used to destroy your mental, you know, you start your day in school and some girl or the other would always come crying. So there was a time we thought that we will not just be victimized by this. We will not just, mama कहती थी नीचे नजर करो और सीधे चल के जाओ. Don't look at anybody. So you don't know who's staring at you, who's not. But this was that time. Today, we don't have to be intimidated. Girls don't have to be intimidated. Because the more you feel scared, और अपना उस टाइम पे ठीक था कि अपना रास्ता नापो और निकल जाओ. लेकिन it's not the best policy, right? Why should women have to bear these lewd remarks and these dirty looks and this being pawed and touched, and why should this even happen? So नीचे देख के निकलने का टाइम खत्म.